My name's Dave. I have a design studio called Studio DBD in Manchester. It's just small practices, just myself. Prior to that, I was kind of working for lots of design agencies, so I think inevitably you kind of want to work on your own after a while. So yeah, it started in 2011. As well as, you know, the design agency, I do quite a lot of teaching at university, do a few design talks and things like that. That's kind of mainly it.
Do you think sparks inspiration for you then? Is there certain things you do when you're trying to get out of a rut maybe, or?
Yeah, I think, you know, getting away from your desk, getting out of your computer, and, you know, the lady who spoke before me today said a great thing about, you know, just going on a bit of a walk or doing a different walk to work. And I think, you know, we get in that rut of the same journey, get up at the same time, have the same breakfast, go to work at the same time and all that. I think for me, I'm constantly trying to change how I work. So, you know, I move the office around a little bit, you know, tidy up, just little things like that just kind of helps me, keeps me kind of occupied. But that's one of the most difficult things about being a creative is you know, breaking through those kind of those creative ruts and those tough times. And if it was easy, then I suppose everybody would be designer, and it's not. I kind of see a lot of students looking on things like Pinterest and Pinterest boards and trying to kind of design work that's, you know, completely unreachable in a way, and it's maybe taken somebody like 20 years to get to that level, and students are sitting there kind of so worried about that. So that's mainly what it is.
So how do you find looking at other people's work then? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's inevitable. It's in some ways that you're going to kind of see other work that's been done, especially now. I mean, again, when I first started designing, you know, there was no Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, so the only way you could actually see other people's work was if, you know, they entered it into an awards or you went in for an interview. So you didn't see as much stuff that was out there. Now we're just constantly bombarded by it, and I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was influenced or I looked at work on a regular basis. But I definitely do try and take influences, not necessarily from other graphic design work, but maybe more from art or architecture or literature or music. You know, I think the stuff that I'm most proud of, the stuff that I can sort of, you know, hold my head up high with work that I've done has come from no prior influence from anybody else, and it's just come from my own creativity. But it's tough, you know, when the client's demanding a project quite quickly, if the budgets are quite small and you know what works, you've got go-to typefaces, go-to grid systems, go-to kind of concepts that you know are going to work for a client, and I think again we'd be lying if we didn't admit that sometimes, that we all kind of fall back on that. But again, it's like I said before, I see so many students now going straight to kind of the internet, to blogs, to Pinterest, to Instagram, to kind of get their kind of references and get their creative inspiration, and I kind of say to them, you know, you've got to turn that off and find it in your own kind of world, really.